Hi guys, I'm here once again with a new plant. This is one of my favorite sedums, the Sedum Rubrotinctum Aurora, also known as pink jelly beans or pink pork and beans. When I saw this at the store, I couldn't help but purchase this little pot since it looks so plump and healthy. When getting a new plant, I like to repot as soon as possible to my preferred potting mix. These plants are a close relative of the Sedum Rubrotinctum or jelly bean plant. The main difference is in their color. What makes these Aurora plants unique is their pinkish tone. They have a mauvish pinkish color along with cream and light yellow-green shade. They have tight, compact, small bean-shaped leaves that are plump and juicy. When exposed to very high temperatures or strong sunlight, the leaves can also turn red. They prefer bright sunlight but with partial shade to maintain their pinkish color. I'll insert a picture of my other pink jelly bean plant right here. So here I'm using a combination of succulent cactus potting mix and bonsai jack succulent mix. I usually just eyeball it to a 2-to-1 mixture of succulent soil and bonsai jack. If I don't have bonsai jack, then I'll use perlite, which is cheaper. Bonsai jack or perlite make the soil more porous and drain faster. I don't like using bonsai jack alone because my plants dry out too quickly, and I don't have the time to water my plants every few days or every other day. I find that these plants prefer to be watered really well and then left alone for a week or more to dry and then watered thoroughly again. When it doesn't get enough water, the plump leaves become deflated and they will shrivel and eventually dry up. If overwatered, the plump leaves become oversaturated and turn translucent in color and kind of yellowish brown and mushy. What I normally do is I just water the plant thoroughly and leave it alone for at least a week or two before watering again. It also depends on where you live and how dry the climate is, how much sun it gets, and how fast draining the soil you're using is. This pot I'm using is really shallow, which is fine because these roots don't go too deep and the plants don't need a lot of soil. Let me just trim these roots to make them fit better in this shallow pot. You'll lose a few leaves when repotting no matter how careful you are. What I like to do is just throw them back in the pot and some of them will root and propagate on their own. It just takes a while, so I just leave them alone and don't pay much attention to them. Here it is, I'm done repotting. I won't water these yet as I just trimmed their roots and the leaves seem well watered and plump and firm. I'll wait a few days before I water these. Hi guys, so it's been about a month since I repotted these. I kept this pot outside and this plant has been getting plenty of sun, mostly afternoon sun. One thing you might notice right away is that the plant has turned red. This is not filtered or anything, this is how the plant really looks. It's turned red because it's been getting plenty of sun. I've kept it outside and it's been receiving mostly afternoon sun, which can get pretty intense here even though we're just approaching the spring season. In the summer, this plant can definitely burn in the hot afternoon sun. And as you can see, some of the leaves that I dropped in the pot to propagate on their own have shriveled and turned brown, which is okay. When you're trying to propagate or root leaves, it's better to keep them in the shade to prevent them from burning. I've watered this only once since repotting, and not one more time right now. So I've only watered approximately once every 2 weeks, which is fine because the weather has been pretty cool and it's still getting close to freezing at night here. So I don't want the plant to get too cold and wet at night, which can kill the plant. It may look like my soil is not fast draining, but I did use a fast draining mix. It's just that the particles haven't settled completely yet, but as I continue to water the plant, it'll become more and more fast draining. I'll end my video here. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe if this is the type of content you'd like to see. I have a playlist of related topics you can check out down below. Thanks so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Have a wonderful day wherever you are and happy gardening. Bye!